It was late in the evening of Saturday, January 9, 1943, when a locomotive pulling the Ferdinand Magellan and 4 further carriages departed from a special siding beneath the Bureau of Engraving in Washington, D.C., the federal government's massive printing house for paper money, and thus a sort of Fort Knox of the capital. Aboard was the President of the United States, his secretary, his White House chief of staff, his naval aide, his White House counselor, and his doctor, all traveling to Hyde Park for the weekend, as usual, or so it seemed. The Secret Service had insisted the President use for the first time the massive new railway carriage reconstructed for him, the first such rail car to be made for the nation's chief executive since Lincoln's presidency. Boasting 15mm armored steel plate on the sides, roof and underside, the carriage had 3-inch thick bulletproof glass in all its windows. Best of all, it had a special elevator to raise the President in his wheelchair onto the platform of the car, which weighed 142 tons, the heaviest passenger carriage ever used on U.S. rail track. The car was arranged with a sitting room, a dining room for 10 or 12 persons, a small but well-arranged kitchen, and 5 staterooms. Admiral William Leahy, the President's military chief of staff, recorded in his diary, "Dr. McIntyre, Harry Hopkins, Miss Tully and I occupied the staterooms, and Captain McCrae joined us in the dining room. Other cars accommodated the Secret Service men, the apothecary, the communications personnel, and the President's valet, Chief Petty Officer Arthur Prettyman. Their luggage had been taken to the baggage car separately an hour earlier. But was the President really going to Hyde Park? If so, why the 1,000 pounds of bottled water? Why clothes for 2 weeks away? Why the 4 Filipino members of the crew of the USS Potomac, the presidential yacht, replacing the normal Pullman staff? Why Eleanor, the First Lady, and Louise Macy, the new wife of Harry Hopkins, bidding them goodbye at the underground siding? Something was up, something unique, even historic.